simultaneously.
Okay, you good, Rosemary.
All right, everybody. Good morning. It's lovely to see you all. My name is Rosemary Sabino. I'll be your MC for today's meeting. Before we get started, a reminder, please check in via the 1MillionCups apps. If you have any difficulty actually signing in, we know that there's an existing issue with the iPhone app. You can remove it, and then you can go ahead and reinstall it and check in. Just please check in so that our friends at the Kauffman Foundation know that you are here. Thank you. Next slide, please, Linda. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 1MillionCups Fairfax community. Today, we are going to have a slightly different session than our normal approach. Our presenter scheduled for today had a family emergency. So we're going to mix things up a little bit. Instead of keeping the great update from Thompson to after our main presentation, we're going to ask him to give us an update after our introductory comments. And then we are going to hold breakout rooms with the participants, and we'll give you some questions to talk about that. We'll get to that in a minute, but let's start with the reason why we're all here: entrepreneurship, community, and education. 1MillionCups is a phenomenal approach to getting seasoned business professionals together to help season us all a little bit more. So you guys can tell I haven't had breakfast this morning. I got food on my mind. I'm thinking about it. Next slide, please. What we do is we help each other to lower the barrier of access for other entrepreneurs by providing education resources and connections for all kinds of entrepreneurs, whether you are a seasoned entrepreneur or a beginning entrepreneur. And we do this not just for the folks in our immediate community, but as we were chatting before we went to recording, for as many folks across the country as want to join us in our current virtual state. And of course, as you well know, Fairfax is one of over 160 such communities in the one organizations. Next slide, please. If you are new to our group, just understand that we operate with 3 key pillars. We focus on presentations, not pitches. This is an opportunity for business professionals to help get support for their business challenges. We work on authentic connections, not just networking. Connections meaning that we meet over and over again so that we build deeper relationships. And we are run for the community and by the community. We will talk about organizers and ambassadors. We are all volunteers. We do this for the love of our business community and to help out those who might learn from what we've learned. Next slide, please. We do strive to have a very supportive and inclusive culture. And what that means is that today's discussions are really going to be supported in the following manner. Because the community is the co-owner of this conversation, it's the community that needs to ensure that everyone feels they are in a safe and supportive environment. We'll ask that everybody work to be kind, to be supportive, as I've said before, and to help each other in a fashion that can be received in a good way. Next slide, please. Just a quick reminder, we are recording this so that our presenter, Chris, can have some something to look back on with fondness, and so that all of us have an opportunity to see the conversation in the future. In addition to that, we connect with the community in several ways. Not this week because of our breakout groups, but normally we do run this on Facebook Live. We do send out an email with information on presenters. We ask that you share that with others in your business social networks. And as ever, we do share the chat with our presenters so that they can get good feedback for the future. Next slide, please. As I mentioned, we are a volunteer-led community. Our organizers are here with us today, and I will ask them in the order in which you see them on the screen to go ahead and please introduce themselves, starting with our fearless leader, Donnell. Please unmute.
Sarah, you're absolutely right. Go organizers. I appreciate that comment. My name is Donnell Johns. I am the founder of Veterans Grow America, where we spotlight the contributions of veteran and military spouse through events and technology. Happy that we have been doing this 1 Million Cups thing here for, it's going on 4 years now, and it's amazing community, and it makes me happy to be able to support, entrepreneurs at any level. So thank you.
All righty, Jen.
I'm Jen Dalton with Brand Mirror, and I work with entrepreneurs and executives to build out their personal brand and reputation strategy. And a lot of times for startups, that is making sure you're credible. So I love this Wednesday meeting because we get to be creative. We get to take a break from our work and come and give back and help. And it's really important. I mean, if you think about, we've helped over 200 startups and businesses get input and feedback. That's a huge deal. So thank you to everybody for being here today.
Awesome. Myosha.
Hi, thank you. I'm Myosha, the founder of the Transformational Education Adventure Center. We provide services to children from 6 weeks to 12 years. I am excited to be here because I get to meet adults and I get to listen to adults talk, and also to be able to support other businesses and really hear some great ideas. And also I'm supporting other businesses to grow and blossom. It's really wonderful. Thanks.
On you.
Hi, I'm John Yu with Office Evolution. We're a co-working space right here in Tyson's Corner. I've been serving as an organizer for a couple of years now, and I love this fantastic group because we're all about supporting each other and building a community. Thank you.
Melinda.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Melinda Siegel, the Sales and Marketing Connection, and I help my clients with content, sales and marketing campaigns, and building their return on investment for their businesses, their ROI.
Great. John Rutenberg.
Thank you. Hey, I'm John Rutenberg, cccsolutions.com. What I love about 1 Million Cups is that I learn a new lesson at almost every presentation, where either the presenter or someone in the attendance asks a question or suggests an idea that makes so much sense to myself. I say, "You're so dumb. Why didn't you think of it?" Because there are really brilliant people in the room today and every week. That's what I love about 1 Million Cups.
Thank you, John.
Excuse me, this is a supportive environment, John. We're not saying anybody's dumb.
Thank you. I needed that. It's all the way to Wednesday. I got 3 more days, today plus.
Thanks, John. Again, I'm Rosemary Sabino. I'm CEO of Gravitate. We are a B2B collaboration and file sharing platform. Happy to power this chapter of 1 Million Cups. And I am an active member of 1 Million Cups Fairfax community because it gives me a chance to meet other business entrepreneurs, to learn from them, as John mentioned, and in some regard to help other people learn from the mistakes that I've made with my business in the past. So let's go now to the next slide. In addition to our organizers, we also have ambassadors. And our brand ambassadors do a great job of being out there in the community, representing 1 Million Cups Fairfax on our behalf, and finding entrepreneurs that we would love to come here and extend our community. So I will ask the ambassadors in attendance with us today to go ahead and give us a quick introduction. And I don't see Dan or Gresham. So I think John Foster, you're up.
There we go. There we go. Got unmuted. Good morning, everybody. It is great to be here I'm here. Boy, why am I here? Because it's a great way to start my Wednesday. It's a great middle of the week way to, get the other side of the week and the opportunity to, to share and to learn. As John said, I learn something from every meeting, and so being here is uplifting and the opportunity to share experiences, because ultimately what all of this is about relationship. And so that really is where, that's the way I look at it. I'm here representing Green Fair Health and Wellness as an ambassador for them, both the restaurant and the nonprofit. And so enjoy being here, enjoy representing 1 Million Cups, and you guys are awesome. So thanks for giving me the opportunity to be here.
Awesome. Sarah.
Hi, guys. Good morning. I'm a little sick, so thanks for bearing with me. I love to be an ambassador and help small businesses, and I'm really passionate about the work that we do here. And it's exciting to build community that's genuinely coming from people who just care and want to help. I'm excited to announce we got 1 Million Cups up on MBO's that's my company, Punch Out store, so that we can share with our community as like a best in class for independent consultants and small businesses. So I shared that in the link. Welcome, everyone. Great to see you. I'd love to connect with you on LinkedIn.
Awesome. Awesome. Reggie Holmes. Good to see you, man.
It's good to be seen. Good morning, everybody. I'm Reggie Holmes with Enthuse Creative. And I'm a big fan of alliteration, so I'm gonna give you 3 S's for why I love this community. The first is for sharing. I love to hear about new ideas, and I love to meet the people that come up with these innovative ideas. The second S is for support or supportive, because the community is very supportive. It's a place where you don't have to worry about anything. There's a lot of things to worry about as an entrepreneur. There's a lot of concerns and things that are outside of your control, but you can kind of come here, just present your ideas, see and be seen, and get lots of help. And the last S is for solutions, because people come with problems, but they can always get solutions from this community. And they're gonna be words of advice and input and inspiration that help them and help them achieve their dreams and goals. So those are my 3 S's, and that's why I love to be a part of 1 Million Cups community. Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah, one more. That was spectacular.
And it's recorded, so you can do with that.
Yeah.
You pull that
Are
down.
you like in marketing or something? You should try it. You're good at it.
All right. Next slide, please. Thank you, ambassadors. And of course, we also have monthly sponsors. Sorry, Melinda, can you go to the next slide, please? There we go. John, you are, when we are together in a space together, our space sponsor.
All right, so thanks for allowing me to talk about Office Evolution. As I mentioned, we are a co-working and shared office space provider right here in Tyson's Corner. We provide a number of flexible virtual office as well as fully furnished private offices for entrepreneurs, small business owners. I just love being engaged and part of 1 Million Cups. We believe in building a strong business community, and I just look forward to meeting in person. We get back and meeting in person so we can showcase some of our space. I look forward to that, and thanks. Thank you.
Terrific. And Norma, can you go back 1 minute? Thank you. And when we are in person, we have coffee. We're all bringing our own. However, we do have a coffee sponsor. So Sarah, why don't you help us understand your coffee sponsorship?
Well, it's the best sponsorship in the world because I just get to do it and I don't have to do anything. So thank you, John, for allowing us. But it's allowed me to actually get some traction with my company and get some, blogs and other things. So I'm very thankful for it. I hope I've pulled back some return for the community. So I work for a company called MBO Partners that helps independent consultants and small businesses work with enterprise companies within the Fortune 500 who have like complex procurement programs. We have relationships with all of them, master services agreements. And we also have a marketplace where you can find independent projects. I'll place that up. And then, inspired by all the wonderful entrepreneurs in my life, I also have an LLC that I do some side hustling for sales, coaching, and speaking and things of that nature. So excited to be here and to be with all of you.
Excellent, thank you. Next slide, please. So I'm gonna read you word for word from the slide in a moment, but before we get there, now that we've had our introductions, I'd like to ask everyone to please go to the chat. Please add your name, your title, your company, your contact information. This way, after the meeting, we can all keep in touch with each other and schedule some follow-up discussions. All right, so how do our virtual meetings work? Please, everyone, if you are not the presenter or the MC or moderator, mute your microphone. When we have our breakout rooms, I will ask you to unmute when you get into the breakout room. When we're in the smaller groups today, you won't need to use your hand wave icon. But when we're back together in a big group, we just ask that if you'd like to speak during the Q&A session, that you use the hand wave icon in the reaction section. If someone who is running the meeting, myself or the moderator, asks you to participate, unmute, and then when you're done speaking, you can go back on mute. I will tell you again, since we had a last minute change of program, for those who came a little late into the intro, our presenter for the day had a family emergency. So we're gonna take it a little different in today's meeting. As soon as I'm done blathering on, I'm going to introduce our previous presenter for a recap and an update. And when Chris has finished giving us his update, we are going to go into breakout rooms, and we have some questions and suggested topics for you in those breakout rooms. And then we'll come back together for our closing remarks. That's just a quick update for the folks who may have joined us a little bit later. In any case, what I'd like to do now is introduce Chris Thompson, who gave us our presentation. Chris, you gave your original presentation several months ago.
In April, I believe.
In April, wow, that's more than several months ago. It seems like a lifetime ago. But please give us an update on SkySquad and let us know how things are going and a quick review of what you guys do. And thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Rosemary. So morning, everyone. I'm Chris Thompson, co-founder and chief marketing officer of SkySquad. And what we are is an airport assistance service that gives you a personal assistant to get you from car door to plane door, or vice versa. So our main customer segments are people traveling with young children or the elderly. When I say the elderly, it's not necessarily people in wheelchairs, but let's say people over 65 who are a few years away from wheelchairs, but still like to travel, still do travel, but they're just not as comfortable in the airport as they once were. So what we do, for example, is as your car pulls up curbside, we greet you, we help you with bags, strollers, car seats, etc., get you checked in, go with you through security. We are cleared background check personnel, go with you through security and stay with you until boarding as a personal assistant. So you can send this person to go get you food or a drink, watch your stuff while you go to the restroom or make a phone call, that kind of thing. So since I presented in April, and I got a lot of good ideas from the crowd at the time, and several of those things we were either already doing or under consideration, and some we hadn't considered. So it was kind of a variety of things, but we did do some of them. So just in no particular order, one of the suggestions that was brought up was to look at partnering with Expedia. We're too small to do like a true partnership, but we did spend, for us anyway, significant advertising dollars over the summer with Expedia to advertise to people who were searching for travel out of the DC area or to the DC area who were traveling with young children. We also targeted preschools, got in contact with a number of preschools in the area just to promote things that way, advertised in a lot of magazines targeting parents. And then there was also a comment, I don't remember from who, unfortunately, who said to try to engage people via a newsletter. And we launched a whole campaign around that, focused on engagement. So the net of all of this, though, is that almost 6 months on since that update, our business has really, really grown. So like literally our volumes in September are 10 times what they were in March. Now, yes, it's starting from a low base, but still 10 times. For the year 2021, we are over 100% quarter-on-quarter revenue growth. We are doubling revenue. So September will double revenue from August, and August doubled revenue from July. So things are really going nicely. We are in 6 airports now in the Washington area, BWI, Dulles, and Reagan National, Philadelphia, Cincinnati, and Fort Lauderdale. And what else? And we're continuing to expand. We have a partnership with one airline, Spirit, in Fort Lauderdale, and we are in very active discussions with United and Delta, and something's going to happen with one or both of those really, really soon, like before Thanksgiving. And what else would I say? We are like small. We're like 5.5, what you would call corporate staff, and we have 50 some airport assistants scattered across our airports. We did raise a small pre-seed funding round in May of about $300,000, and now we are in the midst of raising a $1 million seed round. So that's kind of where we are today. So I thank 1 Million Cups and all of you for some of the great ideas that you gave me back in April. And, please continue to spread the word. Tell friends, family, colleagues, whoever about our service, because that's our biggest challenge, is not only that people don't know about us, but that people don't even know that a business like ours should exist. So that's it.
Thanks for the update, Chris. Donnell, if you are fully engaged, I do have a question for you. If you're there, Donnell, we'll come back. I wanted Donnell to ask you, Chris, our standard question. Donnell.
Mary, I think you get to do that. Donnell's back. Curses so close.
Oh, I love it. Donnell.
Yes,
Hey.
ma'am.
As we're now doing our standard Q&A, and Chris Thompson has been awesome about coming and joining us. Would you like to ask him the question that we typically ask our 1 Million Cup presenters at the end of their presentation?
Yes. How can our 1 Million Cups community support you even more?
Yeah, I think keep doing what you're doing. I know several of you all very well personally, others just acquaintances, some not at all, but I'm always happy to get to know other people better, whether that is over the phone, via Zoom or similar, or in person. So reach out to me, connect on LinkedIn, and like I said a moment ago, just spread the word, and I'm happy to help you all in any way I can.
And I'm just going to say this, for those of you that may have a connection or a resource that can help out SkySquad make it to the next level, please make any introductions that you can or any connections that you can. His information is in the chat, and we appreciate you coming, Chris, to share your story. And, hopefully people are inspired by your story and decide to, join us and do what we need to do to support y'all. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, you remember you signed that document said that all videotape could be utilized in our promotions. And I'm sure there are statements you made today that are going to be fabulous when we get your permission, but so appreciate not only hearing your great news, but you coming back to us to make a presentation.
Yes. Now, as Jen knows, that was a little harder than not, because as our business has grown, my schedule has gotten a lot tougher. So this is actually like the third time I had to reschedule twice. But
we're
I'm
still
here.
lucky, man. We're still lucky.
Well, we get you, Chris. So thank you. And today was the perfect day for it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what we're going to do next is we're going to break out into a few breakout rooms. There'll be about 4 or 5 people in each room. Can you go to the next slide, please, Melinda? So we're planning on about 3 10-minute sessions, depending on the clock. Right at the moment, they might be shorter than 10 minutes, but let's start with a 10-minute session. The first question is talk amongst yourselves. What is it that you need to end 2021 on a high note? So I'm going to go ahead and open the breakout rooms. I'll give you about a minute's warning when we're going to close them down. Please talk amongst yourselves and enjoy the conversation. For the organizers, you will be automatically sprayed across the rooms, and good luck. See you in a couple minutes.
Rosemary, can I join and stop, or what do you want me to do? Because I have to stop the slides.
Yeah, you could just stop sharing. That's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Stop and join.
Donnell, do you want to stop recording?